Warm welcome to one and all. Thank you for joining us. It's going to be a very high intensity game.
It looks like a hard surface. There is something for the fast bowling initially, but once the batters settle in, the ball will come on nicely onto the bat.
These players.
Ladies and gents, please stand up for the national anthem.
This wonderful venue, we have the umpires walking. Out come the openers, cheered by a good crowd in. Pace bowler into the attack. New ball, we're all set to go for the first ball of the innings. Oh, beats the end there. Oh, that's found the edge of the bat. Good delivery. Won't be a bad option on this pitch. Squeeze a single there. Good running. That's an egg. That's hit hard. That's hit for 6. That's a great shot. Gorgeous shot. Found the middle of the bat there. This end. Good shot for a single. Nice throw. Oh, that's a good delivery, right on the money. The ball closely and get in line of the ball. Oh, well bowled, a ripper. Beautiful bowling, eh? Well bowled, past the edge of the bat. Delivery must be playing in the batsman's head. Beautiful shot by the batsman. That's 4 more. Bomb. Well bowled, that's a jaffa. Static after that breakthrough. Sick piece of bowling. Shot, lovely shot right from the middle of the bat. Well, the captain has decided, taking the power play. Fielding captain can now have more fielders outside the inner circle. Bang! That's powerfully struck by the batsman for a maximum. That was a stunning shot. He's well to play the spinners. That looks close. But the umpire says not out. And he decides not to take the review. Good shot for a single. That's a beautiful delivery. The bowler really unlucky to not get entration there. Picked and deposited out of the park for a six. That's a clean strike. Lovely time atmosphere we've had for this match. Missing his line there, wide signal, pulling cutters on this pitch. Beautiful bowling, hitting the... Must be playing in the batsman's head. That's fiery from the bowler. The bowler not allowing the batsman to free his arms. Oh, well bowled, a ripper. Very smart with his bowling changes. Good bowling, it beats him off for the bowler. Tremendous hit this. That's a crowd catcher. That's a six. He looks in good. Well, that is glorious. Absolutely glorious. Perfect timing. Intent shown by the batsman. Beautiful shot by the batsman. That's for more. Not a great ball, and that has been hammered. Terrific shot. Wickets in hand, because in the death overs, they'll have that security. Oh, he's lost that one. That's huge. Gorgeous shot. Now that looks handsome. It certainly is a huge six. That was a brilliant shot. Perfectly executed. Very lucky to get the ball closely and get in line at the ball. That's a beauty. The batsman. Well, the batsman sees that one early, gets into a great position, got it from the meat of the bat. End of the first inning won't be long before we resume this thrilling contest. The fielding side looks warmed up and ready to go. Pace bowler into the attack. Had to bowl that from round the wicket. Good shot for a single. That's an excellent throw. Turned away for a single. Need to try and make them work really hard for each run. This kind of a fielding effort is really not going to help them. Very good running between the wickets. Wow, that was a real... Squeeze a single there, good running. And what an atmosphere we've had for this match. Has been very smart with his bowling changes. Four runs, plays into the gap fabulously. And let's see. Head right over the ball as he defends length area more. Couldn't time that well as you would have liked. Can actually get extra bounce by bowling cutters on this pitch. That's high in the air. Good shot for a single. He really had to reach for the ball to... Good shot by the batsman. Can they steal a second here? Wow, that was really... Between the wickets, really poor. Now that struck beautifully. Terrific shot that. Attack. Power play comes to an end. Four runs, plays into the gap fabulously. Come on again, let's see. Good shot for a single. He uses the crease well to play the spinners. Well placed into the gap, possible too.
उसको थोड़ा आगे रख सकता है अगर मारेगा तो then
Good shot by the batsman. Can they steal a second here? Between the wickets. Oh, that's his delivery must be playing in the batsman's head. Well, that's a massive six. Made a cracking sound of the bat. I tell you what, that shot looks even better in the replay. Lovely timing. Into the attack. Easy enough for the batsman to play for a single or a two if they run well. Players today is something else. Wonderful to see them run like that. Well placed into the gap, possible too. He really had to reach for the ball to boundaries now to make up for their slow start. Nobody's chasing that. That's going to be a terrific four. Must be hurting the captain. He needs his bowler to be more disciplined with his lines. Beautiful bowling, hitting his concentration there. Good shot for a single. He really like the bowler prefers to bowl from this end. Turned away for a single. Direct hit. As a batsman, one should never back. I think that's a good move to bowl that from round the wicket. Good shot by the batsman. Can they steal a second here? Ah, that's a good throw. Straight into his hands. Excellent running between the wickets. Good shot for a single. Nailed it. Well played. Just working on the field where the gaps are. Turned away for a single. Oh, he's thrown it wide. To keep wickets in hand, because in the death overs, they'll have that security. Oh, that's up there. Coming up. Very good running between the wickets. Oh, he's thrown it wide. They put a good all-round performance today. Bowled well to defend their total. They've earned the victory.